My name is Shiv Shah. I am a biological sciences with a concentration in neurobiology major, and I was part of the Amgen Scholars Program. My reasoning for applying to the Amgen program was because I wanted some experience outside of the lab I currently work in here at ASU, and I thought a really cool way of getting that experience would be to go to some other institution and spend time in another city and learn about not only that city's culture but also learn new techniques in the lab and interact with different faculty at different institutions. My day-to-day, well, it was a full-time position working in a lab at Harvard Medical School. What I spent my time doing was assaying proteins, identifying different molecules, using some bioinformatics techniques to try to analyze some different molecules and data that we've generated. This program provided me with that access and opportunity to do things that I don't necessarily have the opportunity to do here at ASU. I really enjoyed my time in Boston, and I thought the city was a great addition to my time working in the lab. We did quite a few excursions outside of the lab. With my cohort, there were 20 of us in our Amgen Scholars Program, and I think that's how it is at every different site that they have the program at. And each of these sites do really cool excursions, and they're often based on the city that you're in. We got to go to a Red Sox game with our cohort, so we spent one night at a Red Sox game, and we all got dinner and everything afterwards. And I think the main benefit of those types of excursions is you really get to know the people who are going to be your peers in the scientific world in the future. And so by getting to know those other 19 members of my cohort, I really feel like I developed new friendships and got to learn a lot about them. A really big component of the application was, and of the application and the program was community, and really learning about the other people that you're with. And so the way they kind of nurtured that was during the summer in July, they actually flew every Amgen scholar. So there's various different programs across the country at different institutions. So they flew out every Amgen scholar to UCLA, and we all had a conference there where we learn about each other and we talk about our research and things like that with faculty at UCLA. One thing I would suggest is that the students should focus more on learning about one particular lab at that institution that you want to spend your time in. So if you really do your research about that school and learn about particular faculty that you might be interested in working with, or even just a department that you want to work with, and then you mention that in your application and make it clear that yes, you've put in the effort to learn more about the school, and your application might stand out a little bit more. I think one of the pitfalls of a lot of applications to these programs is that people have very generic applications, that they submit the same thing to various different institutions. They want you to spend time and have a clear idea of what you want to do with that program, and the only way to really figure that out is by putting a lot of effort into your application and learning about the particular faculty that you want to work with and how you can benefit from that program.